Here's something to help you become a better person. It's a good idea that you and I, everyone on the planet, become a better person. At least I think it's a good idea, and you may do as well. However, the reality is a lot of people won't become a better person. So this is how you have to work on yourself. Working on yourself is the best way to become a better self. If you don't work on you, how are you going to become a better you? And the purpose of working on yourself is for that one reason, to become a better you. Now, this must become personal. If this doesn't become personal, chances are you won't work on yourself. A lot of times people will work on themselves to get their husband or wife or keep their family together or belong to this group. And then after something happens, then they stop working on themselves. They look at it as a temporary thing. Now, you may be able to retire from jobs and businesses and all those things, but one thing you should never retire from is working on becoming a better person. This is something that obviously we need to learn early. Unfortunately, a lot of us don't. However, when you realize that you need to become a better person, then you need to start working on yourself to become a better person and never stop doing so as long as you're alive. For instance, between our 20s and 30s, you get a lot of alerts and warnings. Say, hey, you need to improve your attitude. Hey, you need to improve this. You need to get better in this. Oh, that's pretty ugly. That's bad. This is good. So you have all these different alerts kind of forewarning you that you need to improve upon yourself. Now, what we normally do a lot of times is that we ignore those alerts and say, well, I got this bad attitude. And then we're 45, 55, 60 years old. We say, that's just the way I am. Well, that may be just the way you are. That doesn't mean it's good, though, just because you're that way. You've been alerted for years. You keep getting fired from jobs because of your attitude. Guess what? Maybe you need to work on your attitude. When did you find that out? At 21, 23, 26, 30. This has happened to you for a number of years. You can't stand relationships because you're always fighting after 6 months. That means you need to actually work on yourself to become a better person. But you won't do it if you don't make it personal. You must make it personal, and this is what we call your personality, right? ITY at the end of the word is the condition of something. So what's the condition of your person? Is it getting better and worse? Every day you go not working on yourself, you're not getting better. You're getting worse. See, you and I, all of us do. We have good, bad, and ugly ways, ugly behaviors, ugly things we do about our personality. Now, here's what the interesting point is. If you work on yourself, your good will show up more often than your bad and ugly. And your bad and ugly will get less because you're working on yourself to become better. Now, if you don't work on yourself, then your good will become less, won't be seen as often, and your bad and ugly will be seen more often. That's because your personality, the condition of your personality will be getting worse because you refuse to work on you becoming a better you. So you must make it personal, not because of a spouse or a significant other, because of a parent or a child, or because of the group that I'm in, or the neighborhood I live in, or a job or a career that I want. You must become a better person because you want to become a better person. If you think that you're pretty good right now, how about if you got better in the next year? You're a year better than you were this year. 10 years better in 10 years. However, if you don't become better than you are today, in the next year, you're going to be a year worse than you are today. And then 10 years from now, you'll be 10 years worse. So your job is to keep working on yourself. Work on yourself to become a better person. Make it personal and make the condition of your personality much better. Work on yourself, my friend.